Right, so grade 10s, video 2 of lesson 1. Let's just round off the sine graph. Remember, this is the y equals to sine of theta graph. Let me just round off the sine graph quickly before we do the cosine graph. Now, if we increase the values of theta, the graph of y equals to sine theta will repeat its basic shape. You see, so this basic shape will be repeated right to infinity. So that is the basic shape. So if you increase theta, in that direction, then the same shape will be repeated. Like in this example, the interval is between 0 and 720. So what you see is called the interval. Is that clear, guys? And note that we are dealing with angles that are greater than 360. So these type of angles will be explained furthermore in grade 11. Now we say the period of the graph is 360 degrees. Why? Because this cyclical performance, see that is what we call one cycle, up and down. That cycle lies over 360 degrees. And that's why we call it the period. So don't confuse interval with period. There is a difference. Right now, the cosine graph, y equals the cos of x, just like earlier on, like I've done with the previous one. Again, you can use your calculator and you can work out all these values and you can plot them on the graph. I'm not going to do it again. Then you will see that it looks slightly different than the sine graph. See, the sine graph starts in 0, goes up, comes down, goes up. The cos graph don't. The cos graph starts in 1, then it comes down. So it looks like a dip. You see, it looks like a little dip. That is the characteristics of a cosine graph, right? So a cosine graph, people, also got a maximum value of 1 and a minimum value of -1. Same like the previous graph. The range is also between -1 and +1. The range is also between +1. Same like the sine graph. The amplitude is also 1. See there? That is a 1. That is a 1. So same like the sine graph, the amplitude is also 1. And the interval in this case is also 0 to 720. You see? And of course, the period is also 360. So you see the sine and the cos graph share a lot of common properties. They have the same maximum and minimum values. They have the same range. They have the same amplitude. They have the same period. Just the range, people, can change. It all depends what the range is. Later on with other examples, you're going to see how we are going to deal with that. Okay, cool. End of lesson